good field position for Taylor Potts from Texas Tech and the Texas offense. He goes to the end zone on first down. The pass is incomplete. Intended for South Carolina as well as Kentucky. On 2nd and 10, 3 wide to the left. Handoff through the middle. Bouncing to the outside is Chad Spann, and he's wrapped up in the backfield.
The outside, and coaches have talked about Chad Spann and his ability. Good decision to get to that outside, but didn't have the speed to quite
work. Split receivers, 2 in the backfield. Chad Spann tries to bounce it outside. He's wrapped up from behind. Work on that footwork. Play action, rolling out, dumps it off. Pass caught, but knocked down in the backfield.
Out in this game, but every year you see it, the guys get hurt when they play in games like this.
New quarterback in, it's Josh Portis. And Portis to the near side. Mario Fannin, the intended receiver, leaking out of the back. Under center on 2nd and 10 for Texas. Wants to throw again, flings it out near side, complete. And again, it's Tom Brady, the way he gets everybody involved, manages the game. 3rd and short, over the middle, complete. Moore fights for the first down and gets to the 40-yard line. And situation there. Final 10 seconds here. Portis going to dump it off to Fannin, and teaming up this weekend. Portis to throw, complete, 29-yard line. And that's leading the nation. Josh Portis out of California, Pennsylvania. Complete near sideline down to the
86 players over the course of this 4-year game. That's a pretty good success rate for a game that's in its infancy.
For the end zone intended for. Thank you, Brooke. 3rd and goal. Portis looks for the end zone. Colburn, the left-hander from Fresno State, 6'3", 215, wants to throw off the bat. And a quick out for Ricardo Lockett.
Being able to get up inside it again. Look at that tremendous push and pressure. Gets right up underneath the line. That with his size and strength, he could be a beast and difference maker.
Colburn on 2nd and 5 is sacked. Ellis right.
Body, good job. Fights his hands inside, is able to press. Offensive linemen, a lot of times when they get bull rush, they kind of keep their feet planted. This time, he uses a hand slap and a rip underneath to get the offensive lineman's hips turned, and Ellis doing a nice job of
making sure he clears his name. Play clock runs out on 3rd and 13 for Ryan Colburn.
Play several times, and he's got a little bit of Brett Favre in him, I think.
For the sideline, intended for Chris, making his 2nd appearance here of the first half. And Potts going to hand off out of the backfield, breaking tackles and out over the across the state of Texas. Going to be on the field, so stay tuned for that at halftime. Through the middle, Chad out of the 2-minute warning. Kind of a mesh of college rules with NFL rules here today. Somebody jumped right there.
An ability to be able to pull the job off is a big reason why some of these guys will end up on the next level.
He goes to the sideline on 3rd and 8, and the pass is.
That big 6'3" frame is also finding his way to be one of the favorite targets. Great job on that last play.
Spann picks up 20. It's 1st and 10 from the 14. Potts. Ross turns the corner and takes it down inside the.
Call me on it?
I did.
All right.
We're going to revisit that 3rd quarter. End zone. Lockett went up for it and broke.
With the players as well, they felt that Coach Burris really helped them play. Had a tremendous career at the Indianapolis Colts, and getting that first-hand knowledge from guys that have played on the next level is imperative for these guys.
Caught inside the 5, a 1st down, and Ross
in the hole, and Mario doing a good job of getting vertical.
Fannin for the 3rd time turns it up, and not much there. Stacked up.
Aggressive approach. So my preference was always to come out and run the football early to kind of knock some of the dust off.
3 wide. Portis 2nd and 10. Incomplete. 3 to the right. Portis out of the gun. Fannin stands to his right and gets the call again, but can't get the edge. In the backfield was Maxwell.
For a guy that's 6 foot and 210, trying to get and capture the edge again, rolling in the power, but he hangs in there, gets in that alley. Deep ball over the top.
A little bump and run here, just a few inches away from the receiver. Portis eludes one rusher. Buys some time, rolls to the sideline, tosses it away. The NFL Players Association game, Texas versus the nation. Texas back on the field, quick hitter. Too tall for Chris Matthews.
No other position has that.
Coming from a former offensive lineman, two-time All-American. And out of the backfield plays just like that. Clock ran out and had nothing to show for it. Fumbled snap, tried to dive on it in the backfield. Who's it going to be? The nation has it. Big play.
Yeah, and it was interesting talking with both of those guys. You know, you obviously relate. Chris Stewart's a 6'5", 350-pounder in the classroom.
18-yard completion to Chris Matthews from Kentucky. And spinning down in the backfield is huge.
He's ever had on the football field. The loss to Tulsa Navy, and
here's Colburn.
Passing.
Yeah, absolutely. 2nd and 13. Not bad. And just first and goal for Texas. Colburn gives to Span and a churn forward.
Experience to go down there and playing that game, that's something you dream about.
I know this might not compare exactly, but what has this experience been like for you as well?
It's been interesting, you know, just coming down here.
And the receivers that have run intermediate routes mirror the quarterback. So if he's running to his left, they run to his left as well.
3rd and goal, and that play gets broken up. Ball was
football games, and that center quarterback exchange, that's a couple times on this drive and throughout this ball game. We've seen Ryan Colburn from Fresno State have some exchange issues on the ground. That wingspan is so necessary both on the offensive and defensive end positions, and that was just a tremendous effort by the player out of Northwest Missouri.
Chad.
Very useful information out of that.
On 2nd and 9, Taylor Potts. It's Lockett who falls forward to the
on the money to Stephen Burton.
Give up the middle, not much there.